Lenny is just your average social media user, posting random content that barely gets a dozen views. She sings, spends time with her son and friends. Basically, she clutters the internet. But in one of her videos, something happened that genuinely freaked her and her followers out. Let's watch.
Seu olhar e o coração. Ai, mamãe, vai pra sala, vai pra mamãe gravar, senão eu esqueço.
E a minha comidinha?
Dou já. Se as lágrimas embasam seu olhar e o coração já não consegue mais se alegrar, é nessa hora que Meg, tá vendo alguma coisa? Gente, não tem nada, não tem ninguém aqui. Misericórdia, meu pai. Lá em cima é uma casa, porém desativada. Agora tudo fechado.
You can see a hand moving down the wall. And not just once, but twice. When Lenny finally notices it, the pure horror on her face says it all. But the creepiest part? There's no one in the house except her and her son, who was sitting right next to her. So what the hell was that? Even Lenny's dog seemed to sense something upstairs. A few days later, she posted more home videos, but her audience wanted more proof, something even creepier. And finally, in her latest clip, they spotted something that will give you serious chills.
Não era nem pra estar subindo que eu tô operada, gente. Ó, aqui é a escada. Foi aqui que eu tava sentada, ó, dormindo. E ali é a Meg. Diz oi, Meg. Fique aí, viu, Meguinha? Fique aí. Fica, Meg. Essa casa, gente, ela é antiga. Olha isso. Olha que é alto, Lois. Bora, meu amor, chega. Os olhos brilhando, é impressão minha.
Many believe her house is haunted and are begging her to move out ASAP. But I have a different theory. She just wants to blow up and gain more followers. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Get ready, because what you're about to see will seriously send shivers down your spine. In this video, a guy is feeding his cow late at night when the camera suddenly captures something insane. A large container tips over by itself. He sets it back up, but just a few seconds later, things get even crazier. The freakiest part? The cow definitely senses something, as if some dark force is nearby, even though there's no one around. But then, the camera picks up a translucent figure, The man doesn't seem to notice it until the thing jumps right in front of him. After that, he totally freaks out and runs for his life. Some people swear this is 100% paranormal, while others insist it's fake. As always, you decide. This next video was filmed in Japan. The story is simple. A guy is exploring an abandoned house known as the House of Mirrors. At first, everything seems normal, but the deeper he goes, the weirder it gets. The house is filled with mirrors, and let's be real, mirrors have always been linked to creepy stories. Some believe they're portals to other worlds, or even windows into the afterlife. Maybe that's why this house is stacked with them? But let's get back to the video. The guy walks into a particularly dark section of the house and glances into one of the mirrors, right as a door creaks open behind him. Already terrifying. But the scariest moment is yet to come. Watch closely. Something appears right behind him. A person? Doubtful. The house is abandoned. Personally, I think this is legitimately creepy, and the guy needs to get out of there ASAP. Now, we're watching footage from a paranormal enthusiast. Possibly from Indonesia, but I'm not sure. It looks like the uploader captured something terrifying in the forest. Let's take a look.
Allah Akbar. Subhanallah. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. Subhanallah. Allah Akbar. Subhanallah. Allah Akbar. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
In the distance, something is moving. A white figure seems to be jumping between the trees. A ghost? A supernatural entity, or just a strange reflection? There's no logical explanation for this, but the figure's unnatural movement makes it even creepier. A TikToker was filming a harmless prank. He wanted to scare his girlfriend by pretending to be a ghost. Everything went as planned. The girlfriend got spooked. But if you look closely, you'll see something that makes this video way scarier than expected. A pale, almost white hand appears out of nowhere, reaching toward the girl's shoulder as if trying to grab her. It lasted just a second, and then the hand vanished. Neither of them noticed a thing. So what the hell was that? A group of guys from Mexico went on a road trip and stopped at a scenic spot with an incredible mountain view. While taking photos and recording a short video, they accidentally captured something bizarre.
Al fondo, no lo van a creer, pero es un pinche platillo volador. Está suspendido en el aire. Lástima que mi teléfono no alcance para más zoom, pero
Ese
ahí se alcanza a ir.
Agárralo, Memo. Agárralo, Memo. Mira, ya lo viste, amigo.
Estamos aquí en el municipio de
Cerro de San Pedro.
Cerro de San Pedro.
Sí, sí está.
Sí, de ahí se ve bien clarito. Sí, él tiene más zoom ahí.
As one of them panned the camera across the landscape, a disc-shaped object was hovering above a hill. When zoomed in, it became clear that it wasn't on the ground. It was floating in mid-air. The paranormal community immediately declared it a UFO, but skeptics argue it was just an illusion caused by light refraction. But what if they're wrong? What if it's not that simple? Too bad, we'll probably never know the truth. One evening, a villager was returning from the forest with firewood when he suddenly froze in place, paralyzed with fear. Let's watch. A horrifying figure with a terrifying face was standing right there, silently watching him. Judging by its appearance, it could have been a malevolent forest spirit. But the creepiest part? After a few seconds, it suddenly darted off and vanished. As if it dissolved into thin air. Did it run away? Or is it still lurking somewhere nearby? This video was filmed by a young man who is absolutely convinced that his new apartment is crawling with paranormal activity. In just a short time living there, he's already seen shadows and heard strange noises, but this particular night was by far the worst.
Yeah, the police are on the way anyways. What is it? 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 Oh shit. What the fuck? Hell no! Run! Merlin!
The shadow returned, and this time it terrified not just him, but also his dog, who clearly sensed something was wrong. Some people believe it's fake, while others are convinced that there's something evil in that apartment. I don't know about you, but I definitely wouldn't live there. The footage shows a massive sea creature moving just beneath the surface of the water. The video was recorded a year ago and uploaded by a Filipino YouTuber. Like many viewers in the comments, I personally think it's just a shark, but would I risk checking what it really is? Absolutely not. YouTubers Robert and Dan, who specialize in historical explorations, discovered an old abandoned house deep in the woods of Waverly Hall, Georgia. According to their estimates, the house was built in the early 1900s and was later abandoned after its last known owner, a man named Mr. Willis, presumably passed away. Since then, the location has become known as Old Willis Place. Robert and Dan usually investigate historical sites and unusual locations, so they decided to explore everything around this eerie, crumbling structure, including what lay beneath it. Both of them crawled under the house to examine its foundation and see what construction techniques were used at the time. However, once they got down there, they encountered something truly terrifying.
That's a 1958 Coke bottle, right? What is that?
Oh, that's weird. Here.
At first, they couldn't believe it, but while under the house, both of them heard eerie footsteps right above their heads. But when they scrambled out to check inside, the place was completely empty. Later, as they were wrapping up their exploration and filming the final shots, a loud bang echoed from within the building.
All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So I hope you guys have... All right, that's it. Come on.
You can say all goodbyes you want.
Let's go.
Clearly shaken to their core, they decided to get out immediately and never return. Some believe these were the restless spirits of Mr. Willis, refusing to let strangers wander through his territory. But that's just one theory. What do you think? This viral video, circulating across social media, has left many users baffled. It shows a group of nearly 10-foot-tall bodyguards with incredibly strange appearances escorting a high-profile figure. Some speculate that they deliberately disguise themselves to conceal their true nature while on duty, constantly scanning their surroundings. There's even a theory that powerful governments and elite individuals have long been using disguised extraterrestrials as their security detail. Supposedly, these beings possess supernatural abilities, lightning-fast reflexes to deflect bullets, enhanced vision to detect threats from a distance, and even the ability to phase through walls. Now, I don't know how insane this theory sounds to you, but personally, I think it's just a bunch of performers putting on a show. A recently surfaced photograph has left many people on edge, sending chills down their spines. Unfortunately, I couldn't track down the original video footage, but even without it, one thing is clear. The image captures a horrific, one-eyed creature, seemingly attacking the cameraman. Judging by the scene, I'd guess this photo was taken at night inside a residential apartment, and if that's the case, things likely didn't end well for the person who snapped the shot. Maybe that's why there's no further information about it. What do you think? What is this thing? Could it be real, or is it just an elaborate hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments. A YouTuber from the Really Haunted channel lives in a house in England, and, according to him, his home is a hotspot for paranormal activity. And with each passing year, the disturbances have become more aggressive. You can actually see this pattern if you watch his videos from the past 2 years. Now, it's happening again. The paranormal forces that have tormented his family for so long have once again been caught on their bedroom security camera. One night, as the couple was peacefully sleeping, something truly terrifying happened. Stacy, the man's wife, was fast asleep when a shadowy figure crept toward the bed and, without warning, yanked her right off of it. The incident horrified the couple so much that Stacy left the house entirely, choosing to sleep in a camper van instead. They have no idea what to do about these violent hauntings, and at this point, they're trying everything they can. In the next video, 2 security guards are reviewing footage from a 360-degree street surveillance camera located at a busy intersection in Chimbas, Argentina. The previous night, something incredibly strange happened nearby, and they're hoping the camera captured it.
Ajá. Se fue. Para que veamos cuando sigamos. Para que vean de que no. Si alguien puede ver que se va, no se va. Ahí le entramos. Ahí se ve como una calavera. Aparece, ajá. Y desapareció.
The guards watch in disbelief as a woman standing in an alley suddenly vanishes into thin air right after lighting something in her hands. But that's not even the strangest part. What happens next leaves everyone speechless. A plume of smoke rises from where she disappeared, and, according to viewers, it forms the shape of a skull. It's subtle, but the security guards also pointed it out in the footage. Now, while you could argue that the skull is just a trick of the mind, how do you explain the vanishing woman? Passengers aboard a train traveling from Durango to Silverton, Colorado, got an unexpected thrill when they thought they had spotted the legendary Bigfoot. A woman named Shannon Parker from Cheyenne, Wyoming, was on board with her husband, enjoying the stunning mountain views, when suddenly they noticed this.
Right, just squat it down.
The strange sighting was recorded by another passenger, Brandon, who, after seeing their reaction, decided to capture it on his phone. The footage shows a large, hairy figure moving through the brush. At one point, it crouches down, blending into the surrounding vegetation.
Yeah, let me see your camera.
Throughout the video, passengers can be heard reacting in shock, speculating about its movements and guessing what it might be. Even the train's engineer, who is familiar with the region, admitted that he had never seen anything like it before. After the video went online, viewers were completely divided. Some are 100% convinced it was real, while others remain skeptical, offering explanations ranging from military camouflage to an elaborately staged hoax. A keen-eyed Reddit user named Creepy Watson spotted something bizarre in the background of a British travel show. Take a look at the tree line in the distance. Do you see it? That eerie figure lurking in the background, if you focus, you can make out the shape of a person walking, but their movements seem almost blended into the background, like a chameleon camouflaging itself. Some viewers believe this was simply a digital effect used to remove an accidental passerby from the shot. Others think it could have been an intentional Easter egg planted by the show's creators. But if we're entertaining the paranormal possibilities, then what we're looking at could either be an invisible man or an actual ghost caught on camera.